lovely colouring friends, my name is Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. Did you know that even though it's less common than earthquakes, the moon has moonquakes? There you go, that is my little random fact for this video. And yeah, so today's video is my completed pages for March 2023. I don't know what's been going on, but the last few months I have managed to get a whole bunch of pages done, which is great. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to first up do a little slideshow of all the completed pages. So if you're only interested in just seeing the pages and not hearing all the information about them, then you might enjoy the slideshow. After the slideshow, I will go through each image and talk about what I have used on the pages and any hashtags or whatever that the pages were colored for. So here is the slideshow. So that was the slideshow. I hope that you enjoyed that. So now I'm going to go through the various pages and talk about what I used. So first up, I'm going to get out my PDFs. So this one here, I colored. It is from Chris Reiniak's new Easter bundle of PDFs. So that was a lot of fun. I used my Copic markers and an Arteza white paint marker and some glossy accents for the eyes to make them nice and glossy. Used quite a lot actually because the eyes are so huge, but that's okay. Second up, I coloured this cute little gnome girl. So this is from Mariola Budek's baby gnomes bundle, and I used my Artex coloured pencils and my Copic markers. I also used my Arteza white marker, and I coloured this for Disney Makes Coloring's ABC challenge. Her letter this month for March was G, and so I coloured the gnome, and it's also, gnome was a prompt for Jamie's Enchanting Year of Colouring, and there was also Mythic and Magic March by Elm Colours. So that was a whole lot of fun. I'm really happy with how that page turned out. Also for Disney Makes Coloring's ABC Colour Challenge, Meg also chooses a page in the Disney French alphabet colouring book, and she and I colour it, and some other people join in as well, and so she chose the Gusto page from Ratatouille with Remy and Gusto and the kitchen, and I'm actually really happy with this because the kitchen in the movie is mostly white with touches of brass and copper and a few different metallics, so I wanted to be fairly faithful to the movie, like the feel of the movie, so that's what I did. So it actually didn't take very long to colour because there's a lot of white, and then so I used my Artex pencils, I used my Copic markers to base the main characters, and then I used some Montmartre metallic watercolour for the G, and it's such a pretty green. I really, really like it. So that is that one. Next up, I coloured this PDF from the 100 Cute Animals by Jade Summer. This was for a scavenger hunt prompt in the Facebook group that Megan and I run, which is called Colour With Us. So if you want to join in with us, we would love you to join the group, and we have two prompts every week for our scavenger hunt. We have a general prompt, which this was for, which was gorilla, and then we also have a Disney prompt every week as well. So this is coloured with my Copic markers, and then yes, I've used my Arteza white marker as well, and then I've used the Sakura Glaze pen to make the eyes shiny. This one here is a PDF by Radar. I will have all the links to these in the description, and I coloured this for the Noma Colouring prompt of Orange Hair Woman 2023, and I used my Copic markers. I used the Pentel Hybrid Jewel Metallic for her earring, and I think I used some Sakura Stardust pen on the flowers to have a little bit of shimmer there as well. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I actually, this was the first Radar portrait that I've done. I've been wanting to colour them for a long time, so this was the perfect reason to get one of them out and do it. And I think I'll be doing a whole lot more in the future. So this one is also a Mariola Budek colouring page from the Baby Gnomes collection. This one I coloured on screen in my, I think it was my Colour Your Season video. Anyway, I will tag it up in the iCards. Again, it fits all the gnome hashtags, and it is coloured based in the Anko Kmart jewel tip markers, and then I went over the top with my Artex pencils and some Posca metallic, and also the Artex white marker to outline the clouds and things. So that was a lot of fun too. Wow, I really did a lot of PDFs this month. Next up is this one, which I also coloured on camera for my How I Choose Colours, I think it was, video, which I will also put up in the iCards. I coloured this for St. Patrick's Day, and it was a buddy colour with a lovely friend over on Instagram. And it is all Copic markers and then just some Artex white paint pen. Sorry, not Artex, Arteza. I coloured this one as well. It is from the Coloured Caramel freebie. So if you sign up for their email newsletter, you get a free colouring book, and this is one of the pages in there, and it's super cute. It is a buddy colour with another friend over on Instagram, and I did my Copic markers. I used the Neo Colour 2s in the background, and I like to think of it as a koala chino. Oh, and I've forgotten to show my buddies' pages. So here is Nicky's page. And going back to this one, this is my beautiful buddies page. Okay, that's it for PDFs. Next up, I have been colouring in the Matchstick Mouse Springtime Colouring Book by Morgan O'Brien, and this has been for my own hashtag that I created, which is Matchstick Mouse Easter 2023. And the idea is you can colour any of the Easter theme pages within this book between now and the end of April. So first up, nope, that one's not done, is this one. Very cute bunnies. And I've decided to do this style of background in this book. So I'm using metallic watercolors and kind of a few different colors and speckling them together and going a bit outside of the circle. But it's just really cute. So there's that one, and then there is this one with the Easter bonnet. It's very cute. Oh, so yeah, I need to tell you what I've used. So it's the Montmartre metallic watercolors, my Copic markers, and the Arteza white marker. And then it's the same for this, except I have also used some Kmart & Co metallic dot markers and the clear glaze on the eyes and some of the on the carrot and the Easter eggs. Matchstick Mouse is just such a cutie. No, I haven't coloured that one yet. Oops. And then there is this one where they're decorating the Easter egg, which is really cute. Again, I've used the Montmartre metallic watercolors, my Copic markers, Sakura Stardust pen to make the spider a bit shiny, the Sakura Glaze black pen, and clear Posca metallic, and that's it, I think. Yes. So I made parts of the Easter egg shiny with the glaze pen as well, which is fun, and the paint. So there's still a couple more in there that I will do before the end of April, but that is what I coloured in springtime. So I have been doing a challenge for myself in the 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova, and I have been using the colour palette cards from Sarah Renee Clark's Colour Cubes. So this is actually for the palette challenge in April, but it's just sitting here, so I'll show you. So there are 500 of these cards, and I'm starting at number 1 and started with mandala number 1 in here, but I started that last month. So this month I did a few as well. So I did this one. So it's all Copic markers, and then I did add some Sakura Clear Stardust on some sections to make it a bit sparkly. Then this one here, I used the, what is it called? Pentel Dual Hybrid Metallic on this one for the gold, and Copic markers for all of them. This one I coloured on screen, and this was for my How I Colour Mandalas video, which I will link up in the iCards again. And this one has no metallics or anything, it is just all Copic markers. And then this is the last one I did this month. So again, there's no metallic, it's just all Copic markers. So I'm up to number 11 now. Well, technically 12 is the next one, so I'll put my marker back in there so I know where I'm up to. Excuse me. Next up, I did a buddy colour with a new buddy friend, Lucy at Lucy Just Adds Colour. I had noticed she'd done a number of pages in this book, and I really wanted to get started in this book. Boule de Puy, which is Furballs by Art Therapy, and I really love the illustrations in this book, so I was really excited to get started. And the page we did together is this one here. So I used metallic watercolors for the circle, and my Inktense pencils for the rest of the background. And I based the foxes in, actually I think I based everything in Inktense, yes. And then I went in with my Artex pencils on top, and all the little berries I did with the Pentel Milky gel pens. And this is Lucy's beautiful page. Just gorgeous. Thank you so much for buddying with me, Lucy. And then we have quite a number in this book as well. So I use this book a lot for the Disney prompts that are part of the scavenger hunt in the Facebook group that Megan and I host. So I get quite a few of these done every month, which is lots of fun. So however, the very first one I just did for fun. So I did this one here of Cusco, and it is done with Inktense pencils, and then also Crayola Colours of the World for his skin. And then I also used my Artex pencils for some extra shading, and then I also used my Winsor & Newton iridescent medium to add some shine to his headdress and his earrings. I really like using ink tints in this book. It just seems to work really well. And then I did Sully last month, but I did a Dumbo as one of our prompts. Again, actually no, this one I used Neocolor 2s to base it. I used the Milky Pop pens for the blue stars and my Artex pencils for shading, the Sakura Stardust to make the ear stars shimmery, and the dual hybrid metallic for the edges of the cushion. And we also did Lady as a prompt. That was the end of last month. One of those weeks that kind of crosses over into the new month. I used my Neocolor 2s for the background and the leaves, and then I did ink tints and Artex pencils for Lady herself, and then I used the dual hybrid metallic for some little bits of bling here and there. Oh, and my Arteza white marker. And then Goofy. So Goofy was actually one of my favorite characters as I was sort of pre-teen age. So it was a lot of fun doing this. Again, I used my Inktense pencils and the Artex pencils and the Pentel metallic pens for some shimmer. Excuse me, sniffing again every time I go to film. Then another prompt was for the genie. All the same, what do you call it? Oh, excuse me. Inktense pencils, Artex pencils for shading, metallic dual hybrid pens, and I think this was Posca for the gold. But that's a lot of fun too. And then, is this the last one? Yes, the last one for this month is Ursula. Again, all the same products really. I found what works in this book and I just keep using them. So that was a lot of fun too. Really quite happy with how it turned out. So I'm sure there'll be a bunch more in that one next month. And then keeping up with my my little, it's not really a challenge, but challenge I guess for myself again. Each month I'm colouring the title page for the month in this book, and for March this is the page here. Oh, wrong way. So what did I use? I used for the inside, I used my Montmartre gel crayons, and then I activated them with water. I used the Kmart & Co metallic dot markers, and then I used my Artex pencils for the flowers. I've really been enjoying colouring in this book. It takes quite a long time because there's a lot of details, but I have been really enjoying it. So let's take a sneaky peek at the April. Wow, okay, that's very detailed. It's cute that we've got some animals this time though, so that will be fun. And that is Layla Dooley's The Flower Year. So I also got to colour in a bunch of my untouched books. there were a couple of days in the month that I was just on a bit of a roll in colouring some title pages and things. So it's a party, Disney by Hatchet, Hatchet Heroes Art Therapy, and I coloured this page and the back side as well, and this is just in Inktense pencils, and I have taken colours from the front cover to do that, so that was fun. And then in at table, another Disney Hatchet Heroes book, I coloured the little keep going the wrong way, sorry. Oh, I also keep having to sneeze. I coloured the little picnic basket, and then I also coloured the introduction page, and I used my Montmartre gel crayons in the background and the Pentel Jewel Hybrid metallic for all the rest of it, all the detail really. Yeah, so that was fun. Okay, so The Way Home by Morgan O'Brien. I am still colouring along with the continuing hashtag that is Grogu in 2022. And this month the page that was chosen was this one here. And I chose to use a bit of colour theory. And I knew that Grogu was going to be green. And I decided to use the opposite colour, which is red, or a tint of red is pink. So I used all different pinks. And then to differentiate, I just used some pinky purples and a bit of a bluey purple there as well. This is all alcohol markers, Copic markers, and then I've also used some of my metallic dot markers in various places, as well as my Arteza white marker and the Sakura glaze on his eyes, and the Folk Art Dragonfly glaze to give a holographic shift on the egg. So that's fun. We're getting closer and closer to finishing that book. Next is a buddy colour that I did with the lovely Liz from Liz at Home, or At Home with Liz. And we did it in 50 Safari Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And we chose the adorable elephants. So this is my page. I used my Montmartre gel crayons in the background, Copic markers, and what did I use? The Folk Art Dragonfly glaze, again to give the bubbles and the water some shimmer. And this is Liz's gorgeous page. Thank you so much for buddying with me, Liz. I'm sure we will do another one very soon. In fact, we have one set up for April, so that will be fun. I have also coloured in the Disney Stained Glass colouring book. This page here. Oh, I keep getting it wrong, sorry. So this was for Spicy Cat Colours Buddies hashtag, her Disney hashtag, and the prompt for this month was Fantasia. So I coloured this for that. I've discovered I really like doing the stained glass pages. It's a whole lot of fun. And I actually rewatched Fantasia because I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. and I'm still not really a fan. But I did also watch Fantasia 2000, which I did enjoy quite a lot better. Quite a lot more, I mean. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Next up is for the complete Aria Veil colour along in the book by Chroma, and that's hosted by Pixie's Projects. And the page that she chose for this month was the Herbs and Pots page. So I wanted to keep it really light and airy because it looked like it was in a greenhouse sort of building. I used my Copic markers, my Arteza white marker, Posca metallics, and the Sakura glaze pen for the water and the glass bottles and that sort of thing. So that was fun. And Pixie actually revealed her page that was supposed to be for what month? February. I'm sorry. I'm so brain dead. I've had such a big week. So I caught up with that as well. So I used looks like my Neo Color 2s in the background, and Copic markers, and some metallic Jewel Hybrid, and some Sakura glaze, both in black and clear. And then I also did some colouring in my Narisa de Europa by Rita Berman, which is one of my books to focus on this year. I only managed to get one page done, but this was a buddy colour with my lovely friend Lisa from Lisa Cotter Designs here on YouTube and over on Facebook as well, and Instagram. And I followed a colour along by Miss Martley, which I will try and remember to link in the description or up in the iCards. And this was using the Prismacolor pencils, and then I just added some bits of metallic with my Pentel metallic pens. But I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. It's the first full colour along I've followed, so I might do some more because it really helps with I'm still learning how to use pencils properly. And this is Lisa's beautiful page. Thank you, Lisa, for colouring with me. And yeah, there are our pages. So the next page is from Chris Roniak's Morning Scribbles Frogs and Freds edition, and this is for the Frogs and Friends colour along that Megan and I run each month. And the page that we coloured this month is this one, which is an adorable little bunny with his froggy friend doing some gardening. And this I used all Copic markers. I don't think I've used anything else. No, I haven't. So there you go. Super duper cute. And then there is the page that we coloured together for the Sea of Colours colour along that I host. So the page that we coloured together for that was this one here. I used my Inktense pencils, Arteza white marker, and some Winsor & Newton iridescent medium to add some shimmer. That's a whole lot of fun. You guys have done so many beautiful versions of this, which I will show in a different video. And then I also coloured this page as a buddy colour with Jody from JI Colorist. And again, I used my Inktense pencils. I used some metallic watercolours, and I used some pearl medium for the pearl, but it's just a whole lot of shimmery fun. I love using watercolour mediums in this book, and using a whole lot of shimmer as well. It's just so much fun. Love this book. Next up, I coloured in the Colouring Heaven Junior Care Bears book. This was my first page in this book, and have I not marked it? Oh no, here it is. I did this one here, which is Harmony Bear, and I used Montmartre watercolours in the background, Copic markers, and then my gold dual metallic gel pen. So I don't know if you can, yeah, there we go, some shimmer and glitter and shine. So that was just a bit of fun. That wasn't really for anything, it was just me colouring. I thought, seeing it is actually autumn here in Australia, I probably should colour an autumn page. So I coloured the first page in Morgan O'Brien's Matchstick Mouse Autumn, and that's this here. And the I'm not so happy with how the little spider turned out. He is a bit, anyway, he's shimmery. And I use my Copic markers, metallic jewel pens, and also the Sakura glaze for the eyes and the worm and stuff like that. And then I also coloured a page in The Magic Garden by Coco Wyo for one of the prompts in Megan and my Facebook group. The prompt was basket. So I coloured this page in my Copic markers, and the only other thing I have used is the Arteza white marker. And it's a cute little basket. The bunnies are having a picnic. Very sweet. Oh no, in the background I used the Montmartre, what is it called? Gel crayons. But the rest is all Copic markers. So I actually touched a lot of untouched books this month, and just coloured a lot in general, it seems. So in the Disney Portraits book, I also coloured an introduction page, which I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I used the Montmartre gel crayons in the background, and then I based the curtains in Copic markers, and then used my Artex pencils on top, and I'm just really pleased with how I managed to get the shading and light and everything. And then down here I used the Posca gold marker. And actually, over in our Facebook group, every Tuesday we are now doing Title Page Tuesday, where we're encouraging everyone to colour a title page or an introduction page, or, you know, all those extra pages that kind of don't get any love. So if you're interested in colouring along with that, head over and join the group. The link is in the description. So this book here is a new one, and it was kind of a last minute buddy colour with Kay from Colouring with Kay. And she had started colouring this page here and asked if I'd like to join along. So I did. And it is all Artex pencils, and then just some embellishments of metallic dot markers and my white marker and things like that. So I'm pretty impressed. I just love the Artex pencils. Like, I cannot praise them enough for the cost. They are just such great pencils. I love them. I just continually keep reaching for them. Anyway, this is Kay's beautiful page. So thanks, Kay, for inviting me to colour along with you. It was a lot of fun. Next up, I coloured in mid-century modern patterns, which is by Jen Ski. I got this as a thrifted book, so it did have some colouring in it, but this was the first page that I coloured. And where is it? Which is this one. And unfortunately, quite a number of the colours I decided to use started to run out. So this paper is very thirsty and it just was taking up all the ink from my Copic markers, but it was just a bit of fun. I wanted to choose a retro colour palette and just play around. It was a bit of a mindless colour, this one. But as you can see, someone has coloured in it already, but I might try and find a way to lessen that or cover it or something. But anyway, so there was that page. And yes, we're still going. I don't know how I managed to get all this done, but I did. Anyway, so where are we up to? This is another of my books that I'm focusing on this year, the Disney Girl Power Pixel Magic book. And I coloured both of these. So this first one is Cinderella, and I did that as a buddy colour with the lovely Kathy from Spicy Cat Colours. And we both are focusing on a pixel book, actually. So we both just decided to do a pixel page. And this is Kathy's beautiful page. So thank you so much, Kathy, for colouring with me. And then I also did the Cruella page. And for both of these pages, I used a mixture of my Artex paint markers and my Life of Colour paint markers, both of which I just love. So that's another 2 pages complete. I need to make another cover so that I can protect the pages. Okay, so next up is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Disney Meg's Colouring and I have had an ongoing buddy colour in this book for quite a number of months. Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love has also joined in, although she wasn't able to get her pages completed this month, which is fine. So we're just going from the beginning, and we are colouring a double page spread each month, and this is what we coloured this month. Earlier in the story, it talks about the fact that Ivy and her grandparents live in a pink house, so I made the house pink. And I used my Neocolor 2s to base the background, and then do the background on this side. And then I've used a whole mix of pencils. I have like a set color palette that I'm using in this book. And so it's just a whole mix of different pencils. And then I've used a variety of metallic markers and glossy accents and things like that as well on the pages. And this is Megan's beautiful double spread as well. So next month we've got this double page. Well, this month now, but yes, it's going to take us a while to get through this, but that's okay. It'll be amazing when it's done. another of my focus on books is a Matchstick Mouse, a floral colouring book. And I have done a few in here. So this one with Cutie Pie, Matchstick Mouse in the bath. I coloured this for, was it this one? I think it was, for one of the prompts in our Facebook group for window. It's all Copic markers and then some Sakura glaze to make the water and the rain shiny, and also some Arteza white marker here and there. I also did this one, which was a buddy colour with Megan from Disney Makes Colouring. This is all Copic markers and some Sakura glaze as well. And doesn't she look so cute, all rugged up with her cookies and her, I gave her hot chocolate to drink. And this is Megan's beautiful page. And is that all I did? No, I also did this one, which was for another prompt in the Facebook group, which is drink. And so I did this one with the blooming tea. And again, it's all Copic markers, Sakura glaze. I used some glossy accents and some metallic watercolor, I think, for the mirror. Yes, and that's it. So I'm making good progress in that book. Okay, so March has felt like a really long month. It feels like 2 months ago when I did this, but at the beginning of the month was International Women's Day. Let's get this off. Oh no, I just ripped the book. And so I got out my Women of the World book, and this was the first page that I coloured in it. And I coloured this beautiful Vietnamese lady. And I looked up, traditional Vietnamese clothing, and I also looked up Vietnamese butterflies, and they're these amazing black, white, yellow, and red butterflies. So I went with those colours. The background has Montmartre gel crayon. Most of it is based in Copic marker, and then I went in with my Artex pencils and some metallic pens and what do you call it? Arteza white marker. And I actually made a mistake. So her sleeve is actually supposed to end here. But I kept colouring with red, and there's no way you can turn red into skin colour. So I just drew some sleeves, some longer sleeves, and I think I can get away with it. I think it's all right. But yeah, I'm really happy with this page. It was a lot of fun to colour. And then, last but not least, is my massive Mad Hatter, which I painted on screen, and I will link that in the iCards if I have any left. You can only link like 5, I think. But I did this for Pixie Projects, Pixie's Disney colouring. Her prompt was the Mad Hatter, and I did this all with watercolours, and then my Artex pencils to add in some extra detail, and Posca marker for the writing there. So congratulations if you made it to the end of this video. It is a long one. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all my pages. I certainly had a lot of fun colouring them. Let me know, as always, if you have a favourite, because I'm always interested in that. If you haven't yet, it would be great if you felt like you would like to subscribe to the channel. It means a whole world to me when people decide to subscribe. And if you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up because it really does help the channel. So yes, thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.